All right, everybody. This is the first episode of Hot Off the Press. In this first episode, we're going to be talking MLB. First topic, MLB proposal for the season. Nick, you want to explain it?
So for this season, the Major League Baseball is proposing an 82-game schedule. The format of the leagues and the divisions will remain the same. It was just each team will play in their respective division. So the AL East will play the NL East, Central will all play each other. And as a result of that, the DH issue does come up, but we're going to be playing with a universal DH this year. And 30-man active roster. That's another big thing because the MLB just expanded it to 27 this year. So they're going to put it up to 30 with a 20-man taxi squad and expand it postseason this year. The playoff format is kind of confusing to learn at first.
Oh, absolutely.
That's right. So basically, the best record in each league is going to get a bye to the divisional series. There's going to be 6 teams remaining. It's going to be the 2 division winners of the other divisions, and then the top 4 teams from the wild card. The 2 division winners will choose who they want to play from the wild card, and the remaining 2 teams will play. All of this is going to be in one city, and they're going to be best of 3. The winners after that is going to be a best of 5 division series, all in one city, and then best of 7 championship and World Series. And it's unclear at this moment whether they're going to be playing in their own cities or one city, but it's really how it is. Rob, you get a reaction to that?
So just to start off, I think that this pretty much solidifies that the MLB is thinking that we're not going to have fans in at all this season, which is okay. They're going to because they're trying to limit the travel between like going across state or across the country. I like the idea of having a universal DH. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I just feel like just in general that should be the rule because pitchers hitting just doesn't make sense. It's just an easy out or a bunt.
Yeah, I mean, and you got one league doing it and the other league's not doing it. I mean, I know the NL has always been like that. The AL hasn't, but
I guess they want to try and keep the difference between the AL and the NL, but like I mean you can do something else besides this. It's like it's whatever, but
yeah.
Another thing I do like how it's like the season how it's scheduled. I like how AL East is going to be playing the NL East. Staying within that division is very important.
Yeah.
Trying to limit the travel. I think that like try and like limit the risk of players getting caught with the virus there. So it's another thing I like. The thing I don't like, I hate how the top division team gets to pick their wild card opponent.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That I feel like if you're the other 2 teams, right, you're like what the hell? Like, what are you trying to say here?
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like when you get to that part of the season, you really don't know who's great and who's not great because, like, if you're not playing 162 games, you're playing basically half that.
Absolutely. Like you only have 82 games. You only have 82 games to choose who your opponent's going to be, and you never know. These teams might just do not just some of these teams are trying to do just enough to try and push for that playoff spot even harder. You know
if you're a 50-win team, then you're good.
Yeah. That's weird to think, though.
It is weird to think.
The Marlins
Analytics are going to be tough. Analytics are going to be very tough this year.
Yeah. And I think that looking into the future, this whole situation is going to cause a lot of bad things.
Yeah.
I see a lockout happening very soon.
Yeah. A friend of mine brought up that the collective bargaining agreement is expiring after the season, and there's going to be lengthy negotiations this winter. We'll see how that goes, but I don't know. There's a rift between the owners and the Players Association.
And the last thing I don't like will be the players' reactions to this, which brings me into the next topic. You want to say it, Nick?
Yeah, so Fox News reported all this. So Blake Snell, pitcher for the Rays, he's not willing to risk his life to play baseball for a pay cut. It's going to be different with all the states. I know the MLB proposed a 50% salary reduction, which, they're making a lot of money to begin with. But, like, what I brought up earlier before this is players on like rookie deals. People that are making $500,000. Like if you live in one of those states like California, New York, like even Boston, you're getting taxed a lot of money on top of this. And I think like Snell said what he'd be making is like 83%, or he'd be making 17% of his normal salary. And that's, I mean, he's still making $1 million. $1 million is a lot. I don't think he should be the one complaining for this, but
The next guy shouldn't be complaining at all.
Bryce Harper too. He said somebody's got to say it. And as a reminder, he's making $330 million over 13 years.
Just to hit 250, not really hit any home runs that are like important, you know.
I don't know. I mean, I think what Snell said on top of that kind of just goes to show that if you were going to play it really for the love of the game, you'd go on there even with the risk of dying. Hell, if I were able to play in the Major League Baseball, I'd go there risking everything.
Yeah, and the one guy that I've noticed that hasn't complained is Mike Trout. The guy who's getting paid the most.
Exactly.
That tells you that he loves the game, and in my opinion, he deserves that money.
Absolutely. I think only one player in the league is ever worth that much money, and it's Mike Trout.
Yeah.
I think he's the best, probably going to go down as the best player of all time.
He just needs to get that team around him, but that's a different story for a different day.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Really unfortunate.
And didn't we have somebody else come out? I think it was Arenado.
Yeah,
right?
he said the Nolan
same
Arenado, he came out and said he makes a lot of great points, but he also acknowledged how like the general person's dismay with his comments are going to react. And like he said, people have the right to say that. Like people reacting to Snell's comments were like, they're not going to work for 12 hours. They're not working a 9 to 5. They don't have families to feed and living on paycheck to paycheck. Arenado says people do have the right to say that. So we'll see.
Oh, is that all the thing on baseball right now?
That's really it.
We're just waiting on the decision by the organization leaders and the players union.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go.
Well, everybody, we want to thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell us what you think about all this. See you later.